Wow. This is like playing in someone's living room. Oh wow, there's a camera. Hi everybody, how are you? I love when artists say that because it's like, it's not very personal. You can't be like, well, I'm okay, you know, I'm a little under the weather. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna play some songs off of our records. Without time, nameless in the arms of a mother, a father, and God. When the world would wait for us 1,000 years in the crush of our eyes, fearless and all. Quietly we'd fade in sleep, nothing on our minds. turn our bodies to each other. And the ground. Thank you all very much. Only sing these things to you in the sleeping. I hear the hum from the wires, the sounds of the morning creeping. I lie awake and pretend you can hear me. Tell me that you're scared that you're turning into your mother. I feel myself turning into my father. We could lie to each other like they do and say we're so happy. It's easy when you're young and you still want it so badly. I turn over in bed and I feel my heart beating faster. All I ever wanted, dear. I could utter every word you ever hoped to hear. I shudder when I think that I might not be here forever, forever, forever. Nights when you whisper like ghosts and you look so shaky. Quiet and small and you tell me you wanna be taken. I just never think of you as the kind of girl who would say that. So you suddenly seem like some faceless thing in my grass. With your eyes alive, your face aglow. It's the face of someone I don't know. You're all I ever wanted, dear. I could utter every word you ever hoped to hear. I shudder when I think that I might not be here forever, forever, forever. Here forever, forever, forever. Face so twisted in your eyes, and I wanna tell you I can change you when you cry at night. I'd be lying. Love is dear. told me you want something more from me, but it was all that I could do. I remember your face like a child, and the way that you blushed, and the way that you smiled. But now it's all that I can do, and I wake up feeling new. There's so much more I never knew. So I think of all the years spent alone. It's like you're searching for something to make you feel. It's like you're half of something else. It's like you're half of something else. You're just a fraction of yourself. There were no easy answers to be understood. It was all that we could do. We're the only ones who knew. And all I think about is you. The way that you scream, the way that you cry, the way that you wipe your eyes when you fall down by my side, the way that you told me I was wrong, and the way that you sing when you hear our song, and the way that you answer. It's not clever, I just want you with me. I'm only of something else. I'm only half of something else. I'm only half of something else. About you say that I lie, but I am a gentleman. Didn't I ask for a place I can stay? Well, were we both thinking the next part just got in the way? You were just always talk about changing. It's what I am saying. same man, same man. Same man I always was. About these mind-numbing games that you play. Well, I am a gentleman, didn't I pay for every life, every dime, every bit, every time? And then you feed me some line. I won't hear one more. What about changing, changing? Guess what I am? The same man, same man. Same man I always was. Days pass and turn into weeks when we don't even speak. Just lay wide awake. I pretend I'm asleep. Then you come home alone and you're checking my phone and you're looking at me like there's something you want. About it, you say I never try, yeah. But I am a gentleman, didn't I answer every time that you call or pick you up when you fall? Did you ever hear me at all? Will you just always talk about changing, changing? That's what I am, the same man, same man. Changing, changing. Guess what I am, the same man, same man. Changing, changing. Guess what I am, the same man, same man. Well, it's time away, still on my mind. We run our own almost all the time. We just step away for 1 second or two, then I close my eyes and I think of you. We were only 17, we were holding in our screams like we torn it from the pages of some lipstick magazine. We scratch and turn and say let's burn ourselves up till we scream like gasoline. All those tender days at your mother's house, and your father would find my hand inside your blouse, and they tell me that you're married now. Oh my dear, I fear I can't understand how. We were only 17, we were holding back our screams like we torn our lives in the pages of some girly magazine. We scratch and turn and say let's burn these sheets down to the sea like gasoline.
You are. We like this. That's alright, let's just keep going. We just know it's mine. We just do acoustic too. We have acoustic guitar? No. Alright, we'll do it like this. Bill's nodding no. No. Is this gonna work for you, Bill? Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Check.
This is a song off our new record about being on the road for your whole fucking life. Is there any way to make this work? It's called The Storm. Before I took you away, I tried to think of something I could say. I watched the shadows in the hall, how they dance with the light and the white on the wall. Your face in these pictures looks like a poem. Your eyes lit up like a river storm. Your body so much like a blanket thrown on a warm bed at night, like a house in a stone. And then you walk right through the doorway, tell me you're here to stay. The worst is gone, my God, how long have you been here this way? Chasing the sun, all of this time I've been alone. You walk right through the doorway, you tell me you're here to stay. The worst is gone, my God, how long have you been here this way? Wasn't happy all along. Nobody holding warm telling me to just come home. Then you walk right through the doorway, tell me you're here to stay. The worst is gone, my God, how long have you been here this way? You know me just don't stand like a man. I got 25 years of running insane. How could I see with no ground at my feet what you gave to me when I was caught in the storm? That I wasn't alone.
Thanks, Sweetie. Hi.
So we named ourselves the Airborne Toxic Event 7 years ago, was it, Anna?
Something like
6
that.
years? Something like that, 6 or 7 years ago. It was because at the time I was really obsessed with this idea of death and the poetry of it, you know, and how like this, I had like Kafka books on my wall and stuff, and Dostoevsky and Camus and all these, you know, it was all this like dark symbolism of the infinite nothingness of non-existence and all that kind of shit. And and then and I was really fascinated by it for a very long time. And then recently, I'm a very close-knit extended family, and recently we had a number of people in our family pass away, and it was nothing esoteric or interesting about it. It just really, really sucked, and it was really, really sad. And all the ideas about symbolism and just went out the fucking window, and I just wanted them back. I missed them, and I didn't want that to happen to me, or to them, or to anyone. So I wrote this kind of angry song called Timeless. It goes like this. She disappeared alone in the darkness. I felt a spirit stay in the room, and I wish that our lives were ending, 'cause it's all too short, and I'm leaving soon. And I wanna hold on to all the people I lost. I wanna keep them with me, like we would never part. We are timeless, timeless. Everything we have, everything, oh my God. You are the only thing that makes me feel like I can live forever, forever with you, my love. They run through the tall grass, such thoughtless minds. I wish I was thoughtless too. What is this hole in my heart that I cannot abide? I just wish you could stay with me tonight. We are timeless, timeless. Everything we have, everything, oh my God. You are the only thing that makes me feel like I can live forever, forever with you. Held me through this moment after everything
And it starts sometime around midnight. At least that's when you lose yourself a minute or two. As you stand under the bar light, and the band plays some song about forgetting yourself for a while. And the piano is this melancholy soundtrack to her smile. In that white dress she's wearing, you haven't seen her for a while. But you know that she's watching, she's laughing and turning, holding the tonic like a glass. The room is suddenly spinning, she walks up to ask how you are. And you can smell her perfume, you can see her lying naked in her arms. As soon as the change in your emotions, and all these memories start rushing like funeral waves through your mind. Of the curl of your body, it's like two perfect circles entwined. And you feel hopeless and lost in the haze of the wine. She leaves with someone you don't know, but she makes sure you're sorry. She looks right at you. As she walks out the door, you're blood boiling in your stomach and nose. Oh, your friends say, what is it? You look like you've seen a ghost. Under the streetlights, and you're too drunk to notice that everyone is staring at you. You don't care what you look like, the world is falling around you. You just have to see her, 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 you just have to see her. You know that she'll break into you. Thank you all very much.
We're gonna end with this song about being from Los Angeles. I was talking to someone the other day about what it means to be from LA and what it means to be ambassadors. I don't know if that's what we are or not, but we go to a lot of other places and we're from here, so I guess that's what that means. And the big thing I'm always trying to tell people is that LA isn't Hollywood, even though we're in Hollywood, so now suddenly that's all fucked up. I'm throwing pics at the internet right now. Just that LA is just such an incredible melting pot of a place. It's like 14 million people in greater LA area, and well, most of them are Mexican, first of all. I feel like people don't realize that. And Simon, and it's great. It's like this city. It's like this big stew of people from everywhere else in the world, and we love being here. From here, and we love the city, and we're really glad that y'all have supported us so much over the last few years. So thank you very, very much for that. Well, I'm whole. I found someone to love and some place to drink, and some time when I can just sit and think, and I won't mind when I catch the sting of these drums. Look around, Lord, all these drums, just as long as I'm never alone. She had eyes as big as post houses and skin as thin as paper trips. She loved the Lord the way I never stayed up now. So she'd sing before she went to sleep. She said, I pray to you, my soul, to keep. If you're shepherd, then I'm gonna be your sheep until dawn. Oh, until dawn. Well, I follow you even if it was wrong. Wake up with my sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head on the wheel. Through my time. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, I'm on fire.
face so bright, my heart just stopped. I said, hello, my dear, but I fear I'm not what I see. I'm not what I see. I should have become a better man. I should be more deserving than the beggar, thief, and courtesan I've been. Oh, that I've been. Well, I swear I lie and I curse I love my dream. But I swear there's still some good in me, and I think if you stuck around you'd see on this beyond attempts at integrity I was at. Maybe you can help me out get it right while I stay awake almost every night, staring at the ceiling, wonder why I feel so bad. Why I feel so bad. Oh, I swear I'll never get sad. Thank you all very much.
Thank you guys. Let them hear it. The Airborne Toxic event. Awesome. Thank you guys. So this is the part of the evening where we get to know you guys a little bit better. We have questions directly from your fans. We've been collecting them off Twitter. And this is a group effort, so everybody kind of grab a mic and we'll just chat here a little bit. First question comes from @JK's Cali Girl.
Oh yeah, I know her.
Sylvia, you know her?
I'm totally
Of
kidding.
course you do. You guys are great with your fans. You're very close.
That's a weird name to name a baby, though.
@JK's Cali Girl.
That was the joke I was trying to make. It fell flat, I guess.
She wants to know what's the weirdest place/thing you've been asked to autograph.
We can't.
It's a
we
family
can't
show,
answer
Mikkel.
that, man. We can't answer that.
A man's abdominal muscles.
Oh, that's right. Anna signed some guys to Donald Muscles.
That was
yeah.
in 2009.
That was a long time ago, yeah.
Really? Was it Pauly D? Were they tight? Was it a good surface to write on?
I guess. I don't know.
All right. What about you guys? Anything?
A woman once came with asked us to sign her big, giant toothbrush. It was really weird.
Oh, novelty item.
Wow.
Next question from Jennifer. She is @Hillary Hot Stuff. She asks, what has been the craziest offer you guys have had from a fan?
Man, it's all about like crazy things that have happened with. Is that the?
You guys have crazy fans, obviously. A good portion of them are here tonight.
Doesn't anyone want to know like what are the metaphors about or what?
No, we're not getting deep tonight, Mikkel.
What's
We're not
the
getting deep.
weirdest piece of orange juice you ever drank? Sorry. I don't know. What was the question again?
Craziest offer you've had from a fan.
Crazy. What do you guys think? I don't know. What have we ever done
There's
anything?
that couple from Belgium that wanted us to live in their house when they were in LA.
Oh, that's weird. We get a lot of people that'll say, "Come by our house." Actually, you know what it is. Never mind. We can't say. You get a lot of things you don't expect. Let me just tell you, you learn a lot about human nature, and we'll just leave it at that.
Yes.
You guys are all very cordial, though. You're very kind. You're very accessible to your fans. Which
Yes, that's true. We feel like it's really important to break the fourth wall. Like the whole point of music is about communication and sort of like this shock of recognition between people. And so, yeah, if you like play a show and it's all like, here's my life, and this is my innermost, this is my best effort at turning it into art, and then afterwards you're like, hey man, screw you, like you're just an idiot. It doesn't make
Get out
any
of my
sense.
way.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the tour and getting out and playing shows, we got a question here from Thomas Palencia @_Thomas wants to know what has been your
Wait,
favorite
@_Thomas.
It's @_Thomas.
Oh, okay. I
With
thought it
two
was
M's.
@._Thomas.
With
I know
two
them
M's.
well. That person.
What has been your favorite show so far on this tour and why?
What do you guys got?
All of them.
That's like Sophie's Choice right there. It's like, hey,
They're like your children.
Do you want to alienate every other city except for one? Please do it right now.
But having said that, Coachella.
Coachella. You got to give love to Sophie.
You guys have heard of it?
It was really fun to play the main stage at Coachella. You walk out and there's just this massive sea of people. And we played it 3 years ago, and it was super nerve-wracking. Can I swear? Yeah, all right, we were really fucking scared.
Why stop it now, right?
And we were, and we didn't know what to do. We were like, what do we do? Do we look at each other? Do we look at the crowd? I don't even know. I don't know. And it was super nerve-wracking. And this time was just like, all right, we got this. It was fun. We had fun. It was actually like enjoyable.
You guys always look like you're having fun on stage, though. You're like one of those bands where people want to be up here in on the conversations that are going on during like bridges and stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
Anna, you're always bouncing around having conversations with guys. I want to know what you guys are talking about.
Well,
To be perfectly honest, when she talks to me, most of the time I have no idea what she's saying. I just smile like, yeah, that was really funny. I don't know what she said because I'm hitting cymbals.
a lot of times we're saying, "Hey, what you got going on right now? Anything fun?" And then someone else is like, yeah, we're playing a show. It's awesome.
The running joke is to be like in the middle of some crazy like, "Rah!" and everyone like all the fans are screaming and you're screaming, and then you go, "Hey man, what's up?" So did you try the sea bass last night? It was delightful.
I really love this question. This comes from @Stanchui. Wants to know, of all you guys, you're trapped on a desert island, right? Who would be the first to go crazy? Just to completely lose
Steven,
it.
yeah.
Definitely Steven.
Yeah.
Steven, why?
Steven, you want to defend yourself?
I have no idea what you guys mean. No, I mean, I think everyone sort of teases me for taking my time in the morning, and I think that's probably where that's coming from. But honestly, you
It
know.
would be Anna next. It would definitely
Yeah.
be Anna next.
Well, yeah. Well, Noah's always ready for the zombie apocalypse.
If
So,
there, if there,
yeah.
if there
Are
were
you a
no,
prepper?
Oh, I got shotguns and all that.
Really?
It's really terrible.
Were you gonna add to that on the desert
no,
island craziness?
I don't think I can add to that. I think it's good. We'll just
Who
leave
takes?
it.
Well, I'll add to it. Who takes the longest to get ready? You were just saying that.
Oh, Anna probably.
That's fair.
I just
That was-
threw her under the bus.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to throw you back under the bus.
All right, okay.
I'm going to protect your secrets, Steven.
Thank you.
Next question here from Ruth Riviero wants. What do you guys feel has been your biggest accomplishment so far as a band?
Making it this long and still being friends, I think.
I think it's I feel this tour is the first tour I felt like we've really built something. Like you sort of like you hear yourself on the radio and you're like, yeah, cool, and you sort of expect that somehow that or like press or something is going to matter, and it's great. We still have all those things and everything, but the interaction with fans at this point, it feels like something's really very, very real. There's a real exchange happening, and it's incredibly gratifying. It feels like something that took a lot of years of very hard work. And we've played almost 850 shows as a band at this point. And most of those places, you know, we started off playing for 50 people, and then it became 100, and then 200 and 500. Now it's in the thousands. And I just, you know, it was almost like person by person. And so it's very, very real, and it's that sense that it doesn't matter if you have a record label, it doesn't matter if you have, you know, whatever else supporting you, you could still make it.
What do you guys do playing all those shows? You once did like 30 shows in 28 days through the UK. You've done all these crazy tour blitzes. What do you guys do to keep the camaraderie and the harmony amongst each other? Because I'm sure there's highs and lows.
Well, it's like having siblings, and I think at this point we just like kind of know how to deal with each other and how to live with each other. And if you don't, you know, you just gotta like work on that, man. Try and be kind for a second.
Right.
You know, don't honk.
You guys should
When
write
you're
like
driving,
a self-help
take
book.
it easy. Yeah, you kind of get to know everybody's quirks and try not to push buttons and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. And we're good at it most of the time. I don't want to sound like we're like self-help gurus or anything.
No, but you
we're
guys-
perfect, but
Yeah. You guys
we
play
are.
the role well, at least. That's
No, it's
important
true.
thing.
We're all still very good friends, and we hear like people are always like, so do you guys hate each other yet? And we're like, no, like not at all. Actually, it's funny because I was the first day back at tour. I'm always really excited. I'm always really psyched to like be hanging out with everyone, and you know we all get sick of each other. But then when we're apart, it's, you know, I think we miss each other because there's a sense of, part of it's like you're working at something, but part of it also is that you're kind of almost like in a life raft, and it's just the five of you out there. And so, you know it's kind of like you and then the rest of the world, and you're in this little bubble. So you take on other people's challenges. You sort of start to learn more. And we've been through, at this point, people know each other's families very, very well, and different people having relationships. And, you get to know someone very, very well. And so at this point, it's like there's this very strong sense of shared destiny, I think.
Yeah, it's almost like you want to know what other bands are like. You're like, why would people ask that question? Like, what do you guys go through every day? That's terrible.
Motley Crue probably wouldn't say the same thing you guys are saying right now.
Yeah, that's their own business.
I'm going to be honest, we didn't set out to be Motley Crue.
Yeah, I don't think so. You'll probably have a longer career, maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
We'll be back here in 20 years talking about it. A couple more questions from the fans at Hoztown. Lightening things up here a little bit. We'll go around the horn. What was your favorite toy as a child?
Probably, I don't know, Hungry Hippo.
That works.
I gotta go with Legos, I think.
Yeah, Legos, popular one.
Man, I was like an art supply hoarder.
Michelangelo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Actually, I'd like to change my answer to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are pretty dope, actually.
My parents were such hippies. All I ever got was books. It sucks. They'd never let us play with guns or anything either. So we'd have to pick up a stick with our friend and play that way.
Well, you turned out all right, Mikkel.
Yeah, it was okay, I guess.
Last question here, and goes back to what we were just talking about the camaraderie among the band. Paxton Artisan, at Paxton Artisan, asked, which band member has hot blood? Who's got the fiery temper among you guys?
I think that would definitely be Mikkel on this one. He's more Italian than everybody, so.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny, people ask this question a lot. I think I've tended to experience my life through this lens of lots of highs and lows, and I tend to write about it a lot. It's sort of like the only way to deal with it sometimes is to write about it. It's like you're strange to yourself. You're thinking to yourself, wow, that's really strange that I feel this way. And so you write it down and you make a song out of it, and then something about doing that makes it not as powerful or as weird. And then as a listener, this has happened to me when I've heard other artists and bands and growing up and stuff, and I'm like, it's like this moment of recognition in my head where I'm like, oh my God, I had no idea anyone else ever thought that or felt that way. And that moment of communication is everything to me where it's at, because it's like the whole thing just becomes this big joke, and it's not that big a deal. It's like, yeah, we're all here and we're all flawed and who cares and whatever. And then suddenly the ability to communicate it makes the whole thing not seem like that big a deal.
So this is like the coping mechanism, the writing, the music process, the performance?
I'd say it's a side effect, not so much
Side
coping.
effects,
Yeah, it's not, because there's also this desire to pursue sort of beauty and art and creativity and to force yourself to ask questions and try to get other people to ask questions and things like that.
Well, this is a hell of a side effect. The new album, Such Hot Blood, is in stores now. You guys picked this up?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You guys are heading back out on tour. You have Kimmel tomorrow night. Check them out tomorrow night on Jimmy Kimmel. And then off to Florida, up and down the East Coast.
And then, yeah, we're just kind of off into the wild blue yonder. We just tour.
2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dates on there, yeah.
Well, we love having you here. Thanks to PV Hollywood.
Thanks for having us. Thank you all for coming and joining us. Appreciate it.
I'm Darren with 98.7. Give it up again one more time for the Airborne Toxic event. Yeah, exactly. It's like the end of the Brady Bunch.